What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, man, and let's talk about it. Um, Here on One Crack News, like I said, we give it to you. Uh, Nipsey, man, his business moves and where he was trying to go, he was on it for a long time. Because even when he was young, well, younger, he had friends in the community and everything else was, holding him down. He used to be right there in Crenshaw selling his tapes when he was a young kid. And people used to say, oh, he's trying to be like Snoop. He's another Snoop Dogg. And they used to diss him. But he had his Crenshaw mixtape. He sold them for $100 each. Then he created a technology hub in Crenshaw. And that was in 2013. He was going to drop his mixtape for free. Then he flipped the script and said, let's do something traditional here. Let's print it up like a limited edition novelty like they do with video games. When you get an extra package that come with with the headset and stuff like that. And he's like, I was reading a book on what makes people think about and talk about things, what makes things go viral and what makes things contagious. There was an example in a book about a restaurant owner who made $100 cheesesteak, and it made some people curious. It made other people upset, but more than anything, it created conversation. And it ended up on the Oprah show. And he ended up on David Letterman talking about his $100 cheesesteak. So even though, he sold out of his physical copies and within 24 hours, he made like 100,000. Jay-Z purchased 100 copies to show his support to Nipsey at the time and saw that he had a young entrepreneur spirit. Rick Ross also endorsed him. In 2013, his efforts and everything else he did was, wrote about and put him on the map, and people talked about the Crenshaw tape. And people didn't realize that he actually purchased the strip mall. That wasn't just his store, he owned that strip mall area. So his Marathon clothing store was there, plus other stores that was there, the T-Mobile, everything. People were paying rent to him to set up shop there. So he wasn't somebody who didn't want to be in his hood. He was proud of his neighborhood, and unfortunately, his life was taken in that same area he was working hard to rebuild. Now, his business partner, him and David Gross, they paid a couple million to purchase that area, and they wanted to rebuild using a six-story mixed-use residential commercial complex. And they were going to have a barber shop, a seafood restaurant, fragrances, a whole bunch of things that he was going to do. And what they were trying to do was disrupt retail, creating a theme park for the brands. And they trying to create a retail network that was vertically integrated. They trying to do a super serve decor and upgrade experiences. They're trying to fuse fashion, tech, and they believe that the Marathon store is like immature concept, but it hasn't evolved to its full form yet. But I think like he thought that they were in the process of seeing that technology grow and and become a part of the world. So they were just, putting their chips on the experience. And we think that, they thought the retail where it was going in the direction that it is, that people who are leaders, they would be one of them and the innovators. So, and then he wanted to get a STEM program in his hometown. That was what he wanted to do, and he did that also. Nipsey created Vector 90 to create links between young, talented people in impoverished neighborhoods, and give them opportunities in Silicon Valley. He also created the space in partnership with David Gross, flexible short-term leases, daily passes, monthly memberships, private offices, custom build-outs, and that's what he said on the floor of the building is the STEM program open to local children through the application process. And he wanted Vector 90 to provide alternative to gang cultures for the young people in the community. Because he was like, I start feeling like, number one, what's the point? Two, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm not even supposed to be ambitious. Maybe I'm not even supposed to be thinking this big and thinking outside the box. Maybe I should just follow suit. That's a dangerous thing. I would like to prevent as many kids from feeling like that as possible, because what follows is self-destruction. That's who Nipsey Hussle was, ladies and gentlemen. He's always promoted ownership and entrepreneurship from not just himself, for his artists, partners. He did a partner deal with Atlantic to release Victory Lap. He didn't sign to Atlantic Records. He did a partnership with them. Remember, he said, I own my masters. I be damned if I'm slave for some white crackers. And that's the song he got with Kendrick on Dedication. That is the ultimate best line probably on the album. Because he went through hell with Epic Records, and he didn't even produce a record, and then he's been independent ever since. So hopefully this will inspire others that there's opportunities out there that can be done. Don't let his loss of life discourage you from going out and accomplishing things in the world. Be bold, be brave, and keep his name and legacy going by doing the things that he was setting out to do. Avoid the pitfalls. I'm out.